Hello YouTube fam, today we're playing Gruul Stompy Ramp, and shout out to Amoeba's Gone Wild for submitting this deck. You too can submit your deck in the description below. This deck is built around Kodama the West tree, and really trying to activate it on turn 3 with cards like Reckoner, Bankbuster, and Gala Greeters. If you play either of those on turn 2 and a Kodama on turn 3, you can get the combat damage from a modified creature portion of it. Search a lot for basic land card and really ramp that way. Also for ramp, we have Torpiary Stomper. And the things we're really trying to ramp into are Titan of Industry, Defiler of Vigor, Workshop Worst Chief, and Silverback Elder. Those are all super powerful cards, especially these 5 drops on turn 4. Titan of Industry on turn 5 or turn 6 even is very powerful card. But really, this is a beatdown deck with some cool card advantage elements with threats undetected to make your opponent have really hard decisions to make, getting creatures with different powers, which the whole deck is built around creatures with different powers. The opponent chooses some of them, and we can put 2 into our hand and really put our opponents into a bind because they don't want to select a Titan of Industry or cards like that. So thank you again to Amoeba's Gone Wild for submitting this deck, and let's get into the video. Okay, we're going first, but we don't have a red land. We do have a Bankbuster on 2, and I'm quite partial to that card. I think we're going to keep and see what happens. Yep, just going to try to really leverage this Bankbuster into drawing a red land on turn 4, maybe. We will see. Let's see what our opponent has. Island. Into past the turn, it looks like. Indeed, it does look like that. Well, just getting our Bankbuster. I already drew the red source, which is nice. Does the opponent have a Spell Pierce here? Maybe a Consider. Opponent doesn't cast anything in response to the Bankbuster, but they do cast a Consider at the end of their turn. Again, our opponent passes the turn. I think we're just going to draw cards with this Bankbuster. Punish our opponent for leaving up mana for things that counter our spells. And leverage it to draw cards. They have an Impulse, though. Okay. See if they play a Djinn or anything this turn. Doesn't look like they're going to. So we'll draw. Kodama's pretty good. But I think we're going to just cast this Beast Caller so that way we can keep up the draw ability of Bankbuster. This way, if they only have a conditional counterspell that allows us to pay 2, they might not consider casting here, and looks like they don't. Might just Fading Hope our creature at the end of our turn, though. Thirst for Discovery, okay. Opponent's got a lot of cards in hand. Really sculpting that draw. See if they can leverage that to their advantage. Discarded an island. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in hand. Probably going to be a turn where they're going to play a threat. Or start Fading Hope. Start casting Fading Hope. Don't have a land there, though, so they don't have anything to keep up for the Djinn. And they discard a Fading Hope. Alright, this turn I think we're going to play Gala Greeters into Kodama. Into Crew Bankbuster and attack with both creatures. And do we want a treasure token? I think we are going to create a treasure token. We're going to make our opponent have a tough decision here if they want to block or not. If not, we're going to get 2 lands. Going to really ramp us into this Titan of Industry. If they block here, they're really, I feel like, putting themselves behind the 8-ball. But I'm not sure there's a lot they can do to get out of this. Yep, so we're gonna get a basic land. I think we'll get... well, our whole hand's all green. We're just gonna need another green. Next turn, we do have the mana to cast a Titan if they don't have any counter spells. Fading Hope, sure. Might recast that Beast Caller. Let's see, nothing else. Opponent might be holding up counterspell, another conditional counterspell. So we did draw a land there. I think we're gonna play it and then play up this Halana Elena in case they have a make disappear. The conditional counterspell of choice there. That's fine actually, because we're still gonna be able to attack with 2 modified creatures here. Really putting the damage onto our opponent and getting some basic lands in the process. Just in case we draw a second or two red creatures, we'll get a red land there. But we really are pressing the mana advantage. I mean, opponent hasn't hit a land in a while. They're playing a Clarion Terror though. Okay. They're priced into blocking this Kadama. And then we're just going to jam this Titan of Industry. +1/+1 counter and make a Rhino. Yep, gonna make a Rhino. And Rhino and shield counter. Create a tap treasure there. And then we're going to attack with this Kadama. Yeah, I should put the shield counter to the Titan of Industry, because now they're just going to block this Kadama. And it's not going to matter that we had the shield counter on it. Because they're both going to... Oh, they didn't double block. So I guess the shield counter did matter, so they didn't double block. But alright, now we're going to cast this Threats Undetected. Really just get tremendous card advantage here. And yeah, they didn't even want to see what options we were going to get. That game was over, so GG's. Opponent is going first. We have a Bank Buster on 2. Let's try it out. If we draw a Kadama, that would be a really nice follow-up to Bank Buster on 2. Evangel of Synthesis. This is a pretty good card. I think I would like to play a deck like this in the future. Wink, wink. You might see one on the channel soon. I think we'll get a ramp on with his Gala Greeters into a treasure token next turn with his Augur. Definitely possibly kill the Greeters, though. Another Evangel of Synthesis. Okay. It's a lot of beatdown potential. Opponent's discarded 2 removal spells. We have a Kadama on top. That'll help us draw. Rafine, okay. Yeah, they're definitely going to be able to draw the requisite number of cards to make these do extra damage. Next turn we have the Silverback Elder, but we kind of want to keep it so when we can play a big Or play a creature so we can gain the life off of it as well. Do get a land off of the Rockfall Vale. Don't want to put the counter on it. Yeah, I think we're going to put a counter on it this time. And then cast a Kodama. And make 2 treasure tokens. No sense in attacking, they're definitely going to block. Definitely, we're going to have to do some blocking this turn. Okay, go for the throat. Makes it 5/5. Gonna block with an Og. They have Menace. Woo! That card is better than I thought. Okay. Yes, we're double blocking. At that point, maybe we should have triple blocked. Yeah, we probably should have triple blocked there. We're gonna just try to create treasures to really give ourselves the best chance to live. Just gonna try to gain life. It's not looking great for us, especially since they're both gonna have Menace again. Yeah, this is a pretty powerful Evangel into Rafine start here for our opponent. I think we needed to get going a little faster than we did. Okay, so they're putting it on the Rafine. If they do that, I'm pretty sure that means we're dead because we can't block both of these, so that doesn't have reach. So that does mean we're dead, so shoot. GG's. Good draw from our opponent there. Cool deck. We'll be seeing Evangel on our side in the near future. Alright, on to the next one. Okay, we're going first. We don't have anything to do till turn 3, but once turn 3 hits, we're doing powerful things. The rest of the game, we'll keep this. Hope our opponent doesn't have anything that could prevent us from casting the Stomper on turn 2. Turn 3, I mean. Also, it would be nice if we could draw something to do next turn. That'd be perfect draw. Also a land to go with Vigor, Defiler Vigor on turn 5 instead of relying on a land or a Raiju. Would be nice as well. Who is this? This Ren and the card out for Red and 7? Not sure. Alright, opponent starts with an Epicure. We're starting with passing the turn. To draw a 4th land though. So we can get this Defiler on the battlefield on turn 4. If they don't have any way to kill it, then casting Halana and Lena next turn after that is going to be big game. Rada, okay. Opponent's really going in on us. Turn earlier, that Gallic Raiders have been very, very nice. Alright. All in this Defiler next turn. Opponent could have a lot of things that scare us here. Yeah, Adversary is one of those. Gonna have to hope this Defiler really makes it so our opponent doesn't want to attack us. Guesses they're jamming either way, though. Raiju. Okay. That's a good one. We'll block it, though. Oh, they didn't attack with it. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna cast some green permanent spells here. And try to gain some life. Let's pass the turn. We're doing a pretty good job of blocking right now. They're gonna have to attack eventually, though. Yep, Lightning Strike on the Greeters is a good draw. See what opponent does. They attack or not. Another Defiler isn't bad. So yeah, we're just gonna cast another big spell. And now every green permanent we cast really beefs up the team. Still think we're gonna wait on attacking. Kodama right now would be really good though. Okay, another adversary for him. Opponent's gonna need a lot to pull out of this. They're probably gonna need Alpha Strike here. Or something. They're not looking like they're in a good spot though. We're eating 3 creatures, but they're getting in a lot of damage. They don't want to attack though. So we'll take advantage of that with the Halan and Elena. Making all of our creatures gigantic. And I think we just want to block at this point. See what our opponent has. They need somebody that can steal a creature or something. I mean, they could cast a Lightning Strike for free though. That is something. We can create this Bank Buster with this Stomper though. See where that Lightning Strike's gone. Header, Halan, and Elena. Okay. Alright, and the attack from our opponent is coming. So we're just going to block the biggest things our opponent has. So, yep, just block in here, here, and here, here. And so we're still taking 8. But we're not dead yet, which is nice. Still a tenuous position. Actually, we have lethal with that land, and I think we had lethal anyway, so. Alrighty. Lethal in the backswing. We'll take it. Our opponent's going first, but we have a turn 3 Fable, so we'll keep it. That's been proven to be a pretty good start in this standard. Opponent's on Dimir, probably Esper. Yep, definitely Esper here. Trying to Rockvale Veil wasn't bad, so now we don't have to spend as much life casting our spells. Sheldreddy, yep. It's a good one. Gonna get rid of some of these lands. Don't need to do this Carpulsion Forests. Ugh, neither of those are good draws, and we obviously took the heat from the Sheldred. Man, I think we're getting run over this game by the Sheldred. We can't cast the Greeters and the Raiju. We're going to attack with a Fable token, though. See if they block. Hover over it so they think I have a Lightning Strike or something. They did block. Wow, I was not expecting them to block there. Wow, okay. This is a kind of a ballsy block there, considering we could have very easy access to Lightning Strike. But we have the extra mana. Should we draw Titan of Industry? Man, this Raffine into Sheldred is going to be just the end of us here. On the play, I think we have a much better shot at winning this game, so that this Reflection hits its second trigger before the Sheldred. Good to try to block here, though. It's not looking good for us. Yeah. Okay. GG's. On to the next one. We're going first, and we've Gala Greeters into Briarbridge Tracker, so we'll keep that. We have not lived the dream of Gala Greeters into Kodama yet, but maybe we'll get there. Probably going to want to make a treasure so we can cast this Halana and Elena. Okay, yeah, no, we're losing him anyway. At least with the Briarbridge, we'll get a clue off of him at least. Do get the Halana and Elena next turn, though. Underdog, yep, sure. Gonna bump up our Briarbridge Tracker, though. They already have played one cut down, so it makes Hana and Elena a little less vulnerable. Obviously, it has Vigilance, so it's a good blocker as well. So it really gets in there. And Halana and Elena, now they have to choose. Do they want to kill a Tracker with Halana and Elena? If they kill the Halana and Elena, this Defiler will get in for a big chunk next turn with Haste and Trample. No, they decide they do want to kill the Halana and Elena. Okay, they're going to block there. And we're just going to continue to try to put our opponent on the back foot here with big creatures. Two 6/6 power creatures here. We have this clue to draw with they kill our Tracker. Opponent could cast this Underdog, but it would be for basically no value here. Fable's okay. It blocks his Briarbridge. Yeah, I don't think it does enough, though. Alright, big creature's getting it done. Sweet. Okay, opponent going first. We have 2-drop into 3-drop, so we'll keep. Opponent's on the mulligan to 6. And they're playing... Could be Soldiers. Definitely could be Soldiers. Blue-white. Soldiers should be a cool deck. Let's see if it is. Oh, they didn't... No. No soldier or anything there. Do we think... I think they have a... Nope, they don't have any counters. They don't have anything there. Okay. Thought maybe they'd have a Make Disappear. No land at all. Sheesh. Okay. Well, we'll just play a creature to get the most damage in possible. Nothing to exile with this Prowler. Okay, so it's that style of deck. And I think we're just playing Bank Buster and drawing. Not a great board development turn for us. But it's a way for us to give this Cemetery Prowler haste next turn, essentially. Which was so definitely a double strike for it. Going for it, though. And Vigilance, okay. Yep. Could have blocked with the Bank Buster there, but they also could add another spell. Still in combat. Oops. Revise you, huh? Yeah, we're casting this Raiju for sure. Making this Beast Caller big. They're just gonna try to present lethal here. See if your opponent has a Fading Hope before this Thundering Raiju gets to attack. If they do, that means their block with the Virtuoso is a lot worse. Slip out the back. Okay. Opponent cannot block and go down to 1. See if they can kill us here. They have to get their Virtuoso up to a 7 power creature. It's definitely possible. And it looks like they're going to get there. GG's, man. That's the power of this deck. Sometimes it just gets there. Oof, man, they're overkilling us. Yeah, probably should have respected their ability to clap us back that way. But that's right. Sometimes you live and you learn. GG's. Alright, well, we are going first, but this hand's not keepable. Don't love this hand either, but think we gotta keep it. Put this Prowler on the bottom. Keep anything related to drawing lands on the top. Ooh, we might live the Bankbuster Kodama dream if we're allowed to draw land here. Didn't happen. This we found one eventually, though. See what our opponent's got for us. Wedding announcement, okay. Yeah, this is as good as having a land, so we're gonna just guarantee a land drop this way. Okay, well, they have trample. Sorry about that, opponent. Now it probably makes their opponent try to kill this Kodama. Liliana, yep, that happens. Sacrifice our Kodama. Alright, see if we can draw a land. We did. So we can play with one Stomper. We could play this Augur. Attempt to block things. Yeah, I think we're going to play this Augur and attempt to block things. Get a land off the top too is big. Attempt to block a wedding announcement token and also be able to draw with the Bankbuster. Discarding this Jugan Defense at Temple. Yeah. I discarded second Liliana. Not attacking, okay. So it's going to be hard for us to attack. They could be living up Wandering Emperor too. We want to play the lands from the top of our library. I think we're just going to play off these Stompers. Just get as many big creatures we can into play as possible. Yeah, And I don't really want to attack into a Wandering Emperor when I don't have to with these Stompers having Vigilance next turn. We have a bunch of mana for this threat's undetected as well. Four damage. I don't think we're too concerned with 4 damage. Kadama on top. Yeah, we're not concerned with the 4 damage. This threat's undetected can get us something that can gain us life. Discard a card. Okay, discard this. Forest. They're discarding a plains, but they don't look like they're playing something that. Not playing lands, but they discarded a plains. Interesting. Okay, threats undetected. With mana up. 4 creatures with different powers. Let's see. Let's get a Gala Greeters and a Workshop, Warrior, Titan of Industry, and Wanted Defiler, Kadama. We have Kadama in hand. Yeah, so we'll just take a Defiler. Don't think they're going to give us the Titan of Industry. We'll see, though. Gala Greeters, Workshop, War Chief. Okay. Kind of what we expected. Play Kadama. Do you want to go big? Yeah, no, we're just going to gain life. And we want to attack with these 2 Stompers at Liliana. That way we don't really get blown out by a Wandering Emperor. Okay, sure. Yep. We're definitely fine with that outcome. Go ahead and pass the turn. Kind of vulnerable to a sweeper. Our opponent has done nothing on 4 mana, a couple turns in a row. Sacks a creature? Sure. I think we're going lands. We'll sack this Augur. Edgar. Okay, just drew that. We'll draw with the Bank Buster. See where we hit. Do you want to start making a big creature now? I think we're going to cast another creature here. So yeah, we'll make the creatures bigger. Yeah, we're going to blitz this War Chief to gain life. And attack the Liliana, probably. Lay back a 4/4, yeah. I'm gonna blitz this. Gain some life. Just gonna go for the Liliana. They can block with the Edgar. Probably expecting them to block with the Edgar. We're pretty fine with that. So they're definitely going to flip their Edgar, but that'll be okay. Yep, get a tracker. Play Bank Buster. So now this Roadside Reliquary is gonna draw us just 1 card. See what our opponent has. He's gonna make a bunch of 2/2s. Opponent finally hit 5 mana, so they might I thought they might have something for 5, but it does not appear that they do. Okay, well... yeah, I think we're just going to cast the Defiler and make a bunch of big creatures. Yeah, that gives them the chance to kill the Defiler. They did not take it, though. Big +1/+1 counter everything. We're going to do it twice. We have a bunch of clues stacking up here, so if they do have a board wipe, we'll be able to rebuild. And now we'll get a bunch of lands out of our deck, too, with this Kodama. And we're just going to swing out wide with everybody. Should be enough to get it done. Yeah, there's that Wandering Emperor they held for lots of turns and never did anything with. Gonna be able to get the Kodama. Makes all their stuff not have trample anymore. Probably means they don't have a... they could still have a sweeper, I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll block like that. Okay, so let's see if they have anything to beat this big board. Finally got to use their Wandering Emperor profitably. Topiary Stompers getting around the Wandering Emperor with Vigilance, but very helpful. Ooh, just another underdog. Yeah, our opponent's got to be dead here. We just have so much coming their way. Yeah, Lifelinker, not doing a whole lot. GG's. And we're back with Gruul Stompy Ramp. The deck was a lot of fun. Kodama is one heck of a card, and it really spirals out of control and really lets you just cast a bunch of creatures after creatures. Having Reckoner, Bank Buster, Briarbridge Tracker, Roadside Reliquary, Augur, just things that have threats undetected, things that just have card advantage built in, means you're really never going to run out of cards. You really just, as long as you're able to resolve your spells and your opponent doesn't go over the top of you and you don't get killed early. I know it's a bunch of ifs, but that happens. Your game plans can execute really well. And I think that can happen a reasonable amount of the time. You can see we won about half our games, which really I think was a good showing for the deck. So again, shout out to Amoebas Gone Wild for submitting this deck. If you want to see your deck played on this channel, submit it into the Google Forms sheet down below, just like Amoebas Gone Wild did, and you'll get your deck selected potentially to play on the channel. Until next time, wherever you are, whenever you are, have a magical day.